Good morning, Southeast Idaho. This is your weather hazard briefing for Saturday, April 23rd. A couple of key points to get us started. We've got that wet system that's moving away. We'll have a few lingering showers today that linger from that system, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder here and there. And then we'll be drying and warming through early next week, and perhaps another system impacting us by middle of next week. So taking a look at kind of what happened over the last 24 hours, this graphic on the left here is precipitation that occurred over the last 24 hours. Now you can see it really favored the I-15 corridor, even stretching down into along the I-86 corridor towards American Falls. The big winner here in terms of precipitation was the Pocatello Chubbuck area, but with about 3/4 of an inch. But some areas, including Idaho Falls, came in at around a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch. And then we've got a couple locations that came in just below a half an inch: Lava Hot Springs, Fort Hall, Hamer, Ashton, and we've got a whole slew of reports that came in kind of in that range. So a good little system that brought a much needed precipitation to our area. Now you might ask, what does that do for our drought conditions? This is the current Drought Monitor that was released as of April 19th. It has most of eastern Idaho in severe drought, including a couple of areas in extreme drought, including the northern Wasatch and up by Island Park. Now, a system like this really won't do much to impact the drought. And part of the reason that we have such a rough drought is, if we go to this next graphic, we're looking pretty good on our high mountain snow-tell sites. This is snow water equivalent locked up in those high mountain sites. But these numbers that are in the yellow indicate that we're still below average, even with the latest rain and snow from yesterday's system coming in. It's not going to boost these numbers all that much. And even where the numbers are boosted, we have kind of this 98 down here, so close to average. If we single out one of these sites, this is on Pine Creek Pass up in the Big Hole Mountains. It's showing that seasonally, for this season, this black line is our snow water equivalent that we've accumulated. It is very close to the mean, the average for this time of year, this green line. So it would indicate that we were very close to average. The problem is that we missed out on all of this additional snow during January, February, and March that really should have been accumulating and in a typical average year. And so it's that lack of moisture that we've had over the last 3 months that really still leads to the drought conditions. So the precipitation that we had will be beneficial, but it won't be enough to vastly improve our drought status. So where are we at and where are we going forward here? This is taking a look at the satellite as of this morning. We've got this big, strong, low-pressure system that's kind of out over Wyoming and Nebraska. That's going to continue to push east and away. We're going to start to see clouds clear behind it, and we've got colder air moving in aloft behind this system, and that's going to be important for our shower activity, kicking off our shower activity today. Taking a look at the weather risk outlook, as I mentioned, we are going to have scattered showers through the day today. Could see some snow still above 6,000 feet in some of our eastern highland areas along the Wyoming border, but really it should be kind of a slushy mix and not lead to too many impacts. Then Sunday we have kind of a quieter day than even today. Could see a few lingering light showers in the southeast highlands and eastern highlands, but really no impacts to speak of. And then that leads to a very quiet day Monday, where we start to warm up and really start to dry out. Another system is going to approach on Tuesday, leading to potentially breezy conditions across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley. And I've highlighted here Tuesday and Wednesday for potential of rough chop on American Falls Reservoir. We could see, if it does get a little windier, we could see some rough chop on the reservoir out there. Taking a look at the potential for shower activity today, we start out really quiet, but as we start to warm up, the warm surface layer and that colder air aloft is really going to blossom showers, and even maybe a thunderstorm or two. So looking again here, this is 10 a.m., 11 a.m., really quiet, maybe some showers up in the Island Park area, but then we really start to blossom in the afternoon and develop scattered showers throughout the area. Could see some rain with this, some high elevation snow above 6,000 feet, maybe even a little bit of grapple depending on how strong the storms may get. Now looking at the additional precipitation that we would expect out of this, it looks how you might expect it, very light. These scattered showers that we're going to see today won't amount to too much. Somebody could pick up another couple hundredths or maybe even a tenth of an inch of liquid out of this, particularly over higher elevations. But really, we're not looking at any significant additional liquid or snowfall throughout the area. Taking a look at high temperatures today, we're going to be just a few ticks below average. Average this time of year for lower elevations is right around 60 degrees or just below. We're coming in about mid 50s for many locations. Of course, we're going to be colder in the higher elevations of the Central Mountains and the Eastern Highlands, but a few degrees below where we would expect. Now looking at where we're going, if you don't mind seeing the Friday and Saturday on here, if you look at Sunday, we on the right here, we even add a few more degrees. So we're going to come up on Sunday a little bit closer to average for temperatures. And by the time Monday and Tuesday come around, we're actually going to be above average for many locations. And we may even touch 70 in a few spots on Tuesday afternoon. But then that system comes in that we were talking about earlier and maybe knocks down the temperature a few degrees. A little bit further out to end April and start May, we do look to stay in kind of a below normal temperature outlook for the Pacific Northwest as that system Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday starts to dive in and bring cooler air. And it looks like above normal precipitation is still slightly favored for much of Idaho. So hopefully we can continue to chip away at some of those drought conditions with every little system that we get. So in summary, we have that wet system moving away today. Few lingering showers, maybe perhaps a rumble of thunder or grapple, and then we're starting to dry and warm into next week when we have another system that might come in and chip away at that warmth. That's the end of the briefing. If you have any questions or comments, you can email, call, or reach out to us on social media, and we're always available via phone to take any calls. So thanks for listening.